about it. I've been thinking about all the things you do.
Hey fellow foodies, it's Faye from facefood.com, and today I'm going to show you how to make Sayadieh, which is a wonderful rice dish that is found in Lebanon and many other places in the Middle East. Alright, so there is some slight prep work with this recipe, but it's not difficult. We're going to prep our tomato sauce first, and this is just some tomatoes, a bit of salt, and some hot sauce. We're also going to prep our rice. This is some basmati rice that is soaking in some warm water. And it's going to soak for about 20 to 25 minutes. Alright, we also have our almonds, and these almonds are eventually going to be washed, peeled, and sliced. In a very, very large pot, we have some Crisco melting over high heat. You can, instead of Crisco, if you'd prefer, use vegetable oil. That is fine. We've sliced up some yellow onion as well. And we're going to actually dump the onions into our large pot. This is going to cook over high heat for about 10 to 15 minutes. We're going to slightly caramelize these onions. We don't want to fully caramelize them. I mean, we do want them to have a bit of color, but we also want them to retain a little bit of that translucency. Alright, you're going to cook it over high heat, and you want to stir every now and then. And you definitely want to keep an eye on these, because they can turn really dark really quick if you leave them sitting there, so just be mindful of that. Alright, and once, or while these are cooking I should say, you can finish prepping your rice. And what you want to do is, after it's soaked for about 20-25 minutes, you pour out that water, and then you actually put in a colander, and you actually rinse the rice under cold running water, and then you just let that water drain. And then you can add the rice into your large pot with your onions, and you want to actually cook them for a couple of minutes before you add the water. Alright, so then you can add the water after you toast the rice for a little bit, and then you add some salt. We're going to add some white vinegar, and we're also going to add, this is where it gets controversial, we only add some curry powder. In Lebanon, you can definitely find many more spices in this dish. And that is totally fine. You can add more if you'd like. I'm just telling you what we do. This is our recipe, and we only add curry powder. But that's the point of recipes, is that they're adaptable. So feel free to add more spices if you'd like. Alright, we're going to, after we give that a mix, cook this on high heat until most of the water is absorbed into the rice. I can't really tell you a time. That could take anywhere, maybe 10 minutes or so. But essentially you're looking for the water to be absorbed. So use your eyes here instead of a clock. Alright, so once most of the water is absorbed, we can move on to the next step, which is you want to take about 6 or 7 paper towels, layer them up, and place them over the top of the pot, and then cover that with the lid. You turn down the heat all the way to the lowest setting, and we're going to cook that for another 25 to 30 minutes. While the rice is cooking, you can prep your almonds, and like I said, we want to wash them, peel them, and slice them up, and then we want to fry them. Now ideally you want to do a shallow fry, which is what we typically do. We just happen to have this oil on hand, and we didn't want it to go to waste. So we did a deeper fry, which takes longer. So we definitely recommend a shallow fry. But anyways, you want to fry them up until they reach about this color. They could even be a little bit lighter, because as they sit, they will darken up a little bit too. So once you fry your almonds, you just set them to the side, and you can move on to the next step, which is our dredge. It's a very simple dredge. It's just some all-purpose flour, a little bit of salt, and some black pepper. And you just want to take your tilapia fillets and dredge them into the flour mixture, and then you place them immediately into the oil. And this is cooking on a high heat, and we're going to fry these until they have a deep golden brown color. Okay, and you want to flip them every now and then so you have even cooking as well. So once these are fully cooked and we've reach the color we're looking for, you want to take them out of the oil, place them on the rack that is sitting on top of a pan that is lined with some paper towels. So once you fry up all your tilapias, you are ready to go. All you would do is just fluff up the rice, once it's done cooking, of course, and you just want to serve it. You can serve it as you'd like. We do serve it with the tomato sauce, the almonds, and the fish, usually all in one bowl, but we're just doing a nice presentation for you guys. I hope you guys give this a try. The full recipe is on facefood.com. Like I said, feel free to adapt if you'd like. And like this video if you like it, comment below if you have any comments or questions, and subscribe to this channel for more great videos on the way. Until next time, have a wonderful day.
I've been reading you to figure what you're down for. I wanna figure out to make it come around. But we should quit the game and settle things right here, right now. I've been thinking about it. I've been thinking about all the things you do. I wanna take you from